What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and let's get into the charts. This is going to be a quick video. I got to meet a bunch of people, installers at the house, so I want to get a video out to you real quick so the people will say Bitcoin went up a little bit and Savvy didn't do a video. People always say that stuff and they don't realize I got a lot of stuff going on. But anyways, here's the video. We're going to talk about, is Bitcoin going to the moon, or is this just another stop hunt, bull trap? My trade from 31,420, my short is still in. We're going to look at where that's at. Remember, my stops are at 31.6, and I've told you where my next short position would be if we break the 31.6, which we have not yet. Who knows? By the time this video is out, maybe we will. But let's take a look at what's going on. So the Dow Jones, as you guys know, I think is topped out or very close to the top. Like I've been saying, there is a possibility to get back up to this 35.2 range. So 35,150 to 35,250, maybe in this range before coming back down if we get a spike up, right? Obviously, no guarantees either way, and none of this is financial advice. But anyways, I do believe if it isn't topped, it's very close to the top as of right now. There's not showing any divergence here on the daily. Let's click over to the weekly, see if we see any there. And we do not have any divergence on the weekly. Actually, we do. If we reverse here, we have a lower high in the right here in the RSI, a higher high in the price action, and this little step here. That's if we don't continue up from here. But remember, we still could get to that 35.2. And looking at the NASDAQ's getting some pre-market dumps as of right now. But remember, our high for that is 15.7. If we do get a spike up, which I'll let you know where I think the Bitcoin spike will be. Also, we're going to be taking a look at the infamous stock market cheat sheet and why I believe this is still a bubble and we still have not bottomed. Not saying it can't go up a little bit higher, but just saying that the bottom is not in my opinion. Before we go any further, make sure you guys take 1 second out, scroll down, smash that thumbs up, and also leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bitcoin is in a bull run and the bear market is over, or do you still think we are just in a bear market with a bear market rally ending or close to ending? All right, let's take a look at what's going on. So if you look here on the daily, there is some major bearish divergence. We got higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. And same thing with the S&P, lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price action, bearish divergence. Bearish divergence is a reversal. So if you're in an uptrend and you get bearish, it's a reversal. If you're in an uptrend and you get hidden bearish isn't as strong unless you're in a downtrend. So in the bigger time frame, if we look from this high, let's see, all the way over here to this high, we made a higher high and a lower high here. So that's hidden bearish. So this is a downtrend. When you look from here, we're still in a downtrend, right? When you start looking over here, obviously smaller time frame uptrend. DXY is coming down to retest the EMAs right here. Remember, these are the fibs we're watching. So we're not able to hold 103.20. Our next support is 102.73. So that's what we're looking for. Either a break below 102.73, which will signify that the markets are probably going to go up a little bit higher, or we get a bounce off these EMAs, get it back above 103.20, and then continue up from there. Next position, if we do break the 103.20, is about 103.78. But remember, once we break this high up here, I think it's off to the races, off to the moon for DXY. All right, taking a look at oil. As expected, we're just bouncing around on this trend line. As you guys know, this chart is over a year old now and playing out beautifully. Remember, once we break the 62.70, I think we're going as low as 26 bucks. All right, so this is my FTX compared to Binance chart made 6 months ago, right? This video I made 6 months ago, and I said in 3 to 6 months, I'm looking for a collapse. Binance is still on the verge of collapse, in my opinion, unless we get back above this trend line here, which is around 263. If we get back above that, then our next area to watch for is 327. If we do break above that, maybe I was wrong, maybe the bottom's in, but until then, everything is still looking bearish, pointing to the downside. Also, this is my tweet when I put in my short on June 23rd. Shorted the shit out of Bitcoin at 31,420 with stops at 31,600. Here's why. And then I showed the video, actually this video right here, showing you the measured move that got me to the 31.5 range. All right, this is a weekly chart I want to go over real quick, and then we'll get into the Bitcoin price action. Also, the infamous market cheat sheet and where I think we are. So forever, since 69 up here, I told you guys I was looking for 3,500 as a possibility by the end of this year. Now, I made that video back in December 2nd, 2021. Now, look at these trend lines. No, these are not channels or trend lines like that looking for touches. These are showing divergence. And what I did here was I made it in color sequence to kind of help people. When I made the tweet yesterday, is a lot of people don't understand what this is saying. Well, I'm going to go over this real quick on the weekly. So on the weekly, if you go from this high here in the RSI, this high in the price action, we go to where we're at now, right? Draw a line and not using the wicks, use the bodies, because RSI goes off the close of the candle, not the wicks, right? So you got a lower high way over here since the real high, right? Right here. Just like we had right here, we had major bearish divergence from this high to this high. That was signifying the downfall, right? Well, right now we have a higher high right on this weekly over here, actually. And that showed bearish divergence, right? Let's look at this high into a lower high to where we're at now. Right? We got a higher high in the RSI, lower high in the price action, hidden bearish divergence. Hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. The trend is down. Hidden divergence works in a downtrend. That's what we're in here. And then if we zoom into the smaller one here that I did in yellow, here's your weekly, right? Now this hasn't closed yet, so a break above the RSI right here would invalidate it. Not saying it can't go up to this 32.8, 32.9 range, which we'll take a look at in a second. I put a tweet out on that back in last month also, that 32.8, 32.9 could be a possibility, right? And when I put in my shorts, that's why I put stops in at 31.6, and then I will continue to look for the next short because I will be at a small loss. That's how you trade. If you're not expecting losses once in a while, you're going to lose even more, because then you'll just keep moving your stops, so on and so forth. So anyways, as of right now, we have made weekly bearish divergence, but remember the weekly is not closed. We could still get up to this 32.8, 32.9 and still have a lower high in the RSI, higher high in the price action, in a mini uptrend showing bearish divergence, weekly bearish divergence, right? Which would be more downside. Now, what I'm looking at here also is a 5-wave count, right, to the downside. Wave 1 is right here at 33,001. So if this is truly a wave 4, it cannot pass the 33.1, which is wave 1, right? This was our first low from the high. That was wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. You can even see the smaller wave counts within this, and I'll show you real quick. Like right here, you had wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and 5 right there. And then you had the same thing right here. First, you had an ABC correction for wave 2. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to be a 5. You get what I'm trying to say there. And then we would look for 5 waves down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your 5 waves there. And then that would make this looking for an ABC, right? Or a, this is actually more of a complex, because when you have a simple correction in wave 2, you usually have a complex in wave 4. As long as it doesn't break the 33.1, is that where this, let me see where that low was. Get you an exact number here. It was right about 33,000. So as long as we don't break that 33,000, we're still headed down, in my opinion. All right, if you guys are interested in trading, Prime XBT, my sponsor, they do give me a promo code to give to you guys. It's Savvy50 to get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 gets you 25% off your fees. By far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. You don't get the crazy scam wicks, and your trades actually get filled. A lot of these, if it gets to your trade a buck or two, it usually doesn't fill. Never had that problem on Prime. You can also trade crypto, forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, aluminum, natural gas, Dow Jones, everything, all from one exchange. All you need to use is an email. And one thing, guys, if you are on the internet for any reason, you should always be using a VPN. So just an extra security along with it. With crypto, there are so many hackers and so much crazy crap going on. People losing money all the time. Be careful. But this is the video. And this video was made 4 months ago, where I was talking about 31.5, and I said I would short the shit out of it if we got there, which I did. We did get to the 31.5 actually. Today we actually hit 31.5, right? If you look here, there's a trend line I drew here. If this trend line breaks, we could be going up to what we'll talk about it in the daily chart next. But as of right now, if this was the top, then we're looking for these fib levels for your bigger bounce areas, which is 27,734, 25,377, 0.5 fib is at 23.4. And then, of course, we have our golden pocket around 21.5 to 21, right? And then our 786 is 18.8. Although, like I said, I think we're going much lower, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to look at that cheat sheet, and I'll show you where I think we could be. But this is from a video I made. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it on a 3-day. Let me put that on a daily. So this is from the tweet I put out a few weeks ago also, where I talked about if we did break my 31.5, we could go as high as 32.8 to 32.9 range. I will be putting in more shorts if we get up here. Remember, that's also this wick right here, which is my wave 1, which wave 4 should not cross, right? So that's still what I'm looking for. You can also see if we look at here in the daily, you're getting lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price action, hidden bearish divergence. All right, so let's take a look at what is this? What happened here? Okay. Here's that Amazon compared to Bitcoin.com bubble, right? This is what I wanted to show you real quick. I will bring this up. The cheat sheet. I've always talked about a false bottom. I thought it would be sometime in February or March, which happens that we have got it earlier in November, right? But you always get a lower low. This is actually showing 2 lower lows, right? After the false bottom. I think we're somewhere in this range here where we still have lower lows to come. And it doesn't have to, play out exactly. This is just showing a structure, which we have been in the structure. As you can see, same type structure. Oh, also, it always returns to where it began. That's why I believe we get down to the 35 to 9,500 when this is all over, somewhere in this range. Bubbles always return to where they began. Let's take a look at another bubble. Right here is Nintendo. Same thing. Always return to where it began. And you can see, you always get a false bottom. Nintendo had a few false bottoms, right? Also, Sony did the same thing, but as you can see, it's looking pretty much the same. We're looking topped out here. Look like we're ready to come down. Like I said, we could even get up to that 32.8, 32.9, no big deal. Same thing here. You can see this had a bunch of false bottoms. This was Sony, but bubbles always return to where they began. It's the markets. That's how they work. Could I be wrong with this and Bitcoin not being a bubble could go much higher and then pop? Possibly. But so far, this is just looking like an everyday bubble pop pattern. Nothing's changed here, guys. Still looking for lower lows by the end of this year. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget, smash those thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for daily updates. And I will see you in the next one.